Now I am going to demonstrate you how to use a spectrophotometer. So before going into its hardware parts and software parts, now let's first know what is a spectrophotometer is. So if we see the basic definition, it is an instrument which measure an amount of light that a sample absorbs. And if you notice that it's composed of two thing, one is spectrometer and a photometer. Okay, so our prime focus is only on photometer, or you may say colorimeter. Okay, so we are prime means mostly focused on colorimeter. So what is a colorimeter actually? Colorimeter is a device which will give you a means all color information about a test sample. So there are different color space in which the color values are been given by this colorimeter. So in our lab we have a spectrophotometer in which we can perform colorimeter also. Colorimeter we can take colorimeter data also. So the instrument is from X-Rite company, and it is and the model is CI7600. Okay, so this is the instrument that I have talking about, that is X-Rite. You can see the brand name here, X-Rite, and the model name is CI7600. Okay, so let me start the instrument. Here is the, I am giving the power key here. Okay, after giving the power key, there is a switch behind the instrument, so I have to on that, make it on. So after switching it on, you can see a power or LED here, it is glowing now. Okay, so wait for some time, the device will start. It will take around 30 seconds to 40 seconds to start this machine, so keep patient and wait. Okay, so now the device is means in on position, so you can see there are various LEDs there. Here it is for the calibration of the machine. Okay, it is red here, means the device is not calibrated till yet. We have to make calibration before proceed to our experiment, doing means any kind of experiment with this machine. Okay, so I will tell how to calibrate the machine. So before that, let me tell about this machine. Okay, so this is a for solid sample, this is the sample holder. Okay, here we have to put our sample, and again we have to press this such that it will hold the sample, okay, tightly, such that that camera will take the picture and do the color analysis of the sample. Okay, so here I have taken two sample. You can take these are placards. Okay, so this is my sample 1 and this is my sample 2. In as the video progress, we can see I will take this sample 1 and sample 2 and test with the machine, and I will show how to set it as a standard and then trial. This will be discussed in that part, and I can show you how to put this sample in the sample holder. See, this is my sample 1, so you can easily put this like this. Okay, this is about the sample placing and how to put the sample in the machine. So as I told you earlier that calibration of this machine is quite important before going for any kind of experimentation. So for calibrating, here we have a calibration plate, you may say. Here we have different tiles. Okay, this is a white tile. While you calibrate, while you open that software, it will ask you for the white tile. Okay, this tile you have to put in the sample holder like this. See, I am putting that like this. Okay, and this how to calibrate I will tell you in after 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, so let me finish the hardware part here, then I am putting this. Be careful while using these tiles. Okay, and it will also ask for a black trap. Okay, this is a for black calibration. Okay, so what you have to do here is you just hold like this. Okay, and put this here. It is a magnetic one, so you can put it here like this only, it will not fall down. So after that you just take the software and you have to calibrate the machine. Okay, after that just put this in the sample tray and it will push this. Okay, once you calibrate the machine, this LED will going to change to green. Okay, after that we will start our experiment. So this is all about this hardware part. Now we will see how to implement, how to do the experiment with the help of the software integrated to this. Okay, now let's see the software part of this instrument. So we have to open this software that is named as color eye control. Then press yes. See, it will open a window like this. After this, click on open new job. Okay, so it will open a window like this. So first let me tell about something about this window, that here you can see the standard name and trial name. So when we are performing some experiment, so if we are going to set some standard for that, if our sample is that control sample, we are going to set it as a standard, then we can set here the standard sample, and for the trial sample we can get the name here. Okay, so what our first step for getting the color information from this instrument is that calibration. Okay, for calibration what we have to do is that first click here, that is measure a standard with spectrometer standard. Okay, so click here. See what it is written, that calibration is expired. Do you want to recalibrate the spectro now? So press yes here. After that it will ask you to read white tiles. As I told you earlier, the white tiles is there, so we can put that white tiles into the sample holder. Okay, I put that white tiles into the sample holder. Now I am pressing OK. Then the next instruction is read the black trap. Okay, so we'll remove that white tile and we are going to put black. Okay, so I put at that, so I'm just pressing OK here. Okay, see, the calibration is completed now press OK. See, in this window what we are going to do here is that we are going to give a sample name for the standard measurement, because we click on the standard, right? So here you can give a standard name like C1. Then to see the preview we can select this checkbox. Okay, and this is for how many times the instrument is going to take the image, or you may say pick up that sample, and it will find out the color information from that. So you may say it is auto average rates. Okay, means it will average out all the thing. If I suppose if I give 3 here, it will take 3 times the same sample and it will average out the all the readings and it will show us to you. Okay, so here, okay, so I am putting my sample 1 that I have told you earlier about that sample 1, about that placard. So I am putting that in the for testing. Okay, so this will show you the preview. So see, this is my sample 1. So as we are just taking the demonstration, so I am just putting a random one in standard one. So but in our while we are doing some experiments, means some samples, suppose some gel or something, means some, or you may say that film, so we can put the control one in the standard. Okay, for the standard measurement. Okay, so for the demonstration purpose I just put a placard here. So okay, so the next step is, we already given 3 here, means it will take 3 image and average out the values and it will show us, it will show to us. Okay, so the next step is click next, then another next. Okay, something happened. Let me open this once again. Some error has come, so yeah, see, same window has appeared here. So I'm giving that sample name as C1, then this 3. Now press next. You can see the status bar also, it is measure in progress. Okay, yeah, it's not an error, but the window is not steady here. So you can see that reading 2 of 3, press next to read, means for first sample it means that reading has been taken. So for the second one we have to click here next. Okay, so if we click it here again for the 3 of 3, so again press next here. Okay, so you can see the readings are coming now. The LAV value, then C C is chroma, and H is hue, and these LAV parameters, it is CEI life parameters. So we'll discuss about this. Okay, so let me give you some color space. Like first one is RGB, the primary one, the red, green and blue. Okay, from that this color space, RGB color space, is light dependent. So as the light intensity increases or decreases, the RGB value of a sample is going to vary. Okay, next is coming that one, that is CMY color space. Okay, and CMY is cyan, magenta, yellow. Okay, and next one is our HSI. HSI is H for hue, S for saturation, and IA for intensity. Okay, this HSI color space is independent of light intensity. Okay, HSI color space, and okay, I can show you here. Okay, let me close. What are the parameter available here? Okay, so if you click here and right click here and go to properties, you can see there are various parameters which are available here. Okay, so you can see XYZ, then LAV. LAV, it is Hunter Life color parameters. Okay, so like this, there are various parameters which are present over here. Okay, so but for analysis of color, primarily we take LAV value and C and H. If anybody wants to take any other parameter here, they can take based on their requirement. Okay, there are so many parameters here. Okay, about RGB, you can see, let me take that RGB, here it is. So for getting that RGB values in, so let me select this and send to this side. Okay, then click on apply, then OK. Now you can see the RGB values are also coming. Okay, so in this way we can take a placard, or you may say it's equivalent to solid sample only. So any solid sample, and you can take the color measurement of that. Okay, so this is about the standard. I have shown you how to set a standard sample and do the experiment. Now let's move to the trial one. So here it is. So we can click here. See, the same type of window is coming. So let me remove that standard one, or we can take the standard one also here, no issue in this. So this is my trial one. Okay, so I am taking this also in triplet. Okay, then click here in next, then press again next. One sound will come, wait for that, then again click next. You can see reading 2 of 3 press. Okay, so first one is getting into the instrument. Now take the second one. Now for the third one. Okay, see here we can see that this is the color of the placard T1. Okay, and this is the trial one, and this is the delta L, delta A, delta B. Here the tolerance already set in this instrument. Okay, so you can change it also based on your requirement. So on basis of that, it will calculating the error of this sample. You can see there are this means as it is same sample, you can see the error is the delta value is nearly equal to 0, right? Everyone. So for every values, so we can see here a pass or failed also, means whether the sample is the test sample is means under that tolerance limit or not. If it is under this tolerance limit, it will pass the test. Okay, here it will show passed. If it is beyond the tolerance limit, it will show here failed. Okay, so now let's move take another test sample and test. So here I am again pressing this one, so I'm taking that as a T2. Okay, similar to that, let me make it 3. Then let me remove this. I'm putting another my test sample 2. Okay, the second placard. Okay, so now press next, wait for that beep sound, it will come. Okay, so now again press next for the second measurement. Okay, for the third measurement next. Okay, you can see this is my T2 sample and the color information. Okay, and the T2 values. Okay, here you can see it is failed, right? Means it is beyond that set tolerance limit of this standard one. Okay, so here we can see other parameters like RGB, LAV, because here it is only showing what, that delta L, delta A, delta V. Okay, so what we can do, we can remove this, select all one by one. Okay, here no facility of getting all the parameters in a single go, so now put it here, got it. Then now click the required parameter. We need LAV, suppose LAV star, C star and H star, and so if we are going to see the RGB value, we can also get that. So okay, so here it is RGB. So let me take to this side. Okay, okay, then click on apply, then okay, see these values are here. So here we are not comparing this with standard one because we already eliminate that delta L, delta A and other things. That's why it is not showing that pass or fail. Okay, so in this way you can do the calorimetry of solid sample. What we have to do here is we have to select your control and you have to put the sample in the sample holder and take the test. And the foremost thing is we have to calibrate the instrument first, then we are allowed to do any kind of work, means any kind of experiment in this instrument. So okay, now to save this you can go to here JAV and put save. Here I can give a name like colorimetry lab. Okay, so you can save it. Okay, suppose you want this data, because these are means stick to this application only. So for getting this data, what we have to do here is you can click here in print, and it will save a document. Okay, in PDF format. I am saving that. So let me put it in a desktop so that easy. Okay. Okay, so you can see this is my, okay, these are plots, these are my samples, colors, and these are the tolerance value that are there, and this is the standard one, and these are the trial one. Okay, so from this you can take the color information and put and you can start analyzing it, what the how actually your sample is behaving in term of colors. Okay, so this is all about your colorimetry of solid samples. So thank you.